Picture this. You come into the office late, just a few minutes before you check in with the marketing team, and you have to present them a report on their ad campaign's performance. All good so far, but wait, I think something's up. That's right, you forgot to update your integrations and models as soon as the data sources had new data available. The meeting is about to start. What do? Panic? Well, in that moment, probably yes, and then manually update the data and come into the meeting late to an audience that is already annoyed at you. But what if you could avoid all of this? What if you could streamline your entire data pipeline and automate your data workflows? What would you do with that additional free time? Welcome to the fifth and, in my opinion, most important installment of our product deep dive. I'm your host Johannes, product growth manager here at Y42, and today I would like to show you how you can automate your data workflows with Y42. Let us take a look at our orchestration layer. For those of you who are new here, Y42 offers a full stack end-to-end data platform that can be used by either writing your own SQL queries or by making use of our drag and drop functions. We cover the entire data process from integration to modeling to visualization, orchestration, and data exports. And we do this, of course, on top of your data warehouse. So your data is always yours and secure. So, data orchestration. What even is that? Well, data orchestration allows you to schedule workflows and monitor your entire pipeline with Y42. Your pipeline can include data source integrations, models, to even exports of your data to an external application. And to achieve this, our orchestration layer uses DAGs, directed acyclic graphs. These are a collection of all the tasks you would like to run, organized in a way that reflects their relationships and dependencies to each other. Basically, a DAG describes how you want to carry out your data workflow. But enough of that, enough of the theory. Let's dive into our product. Right, actually, let me tell you first what we're doing in the product today. If you've been following this series, then you know that we've already integrated our data sources, we've built a model with them, we've visualized this data, and we've even coordinated some exports. The model we built lets us see the daily ad spend from the marketing team from their Google and Facebook ads. But the team is constantly running new campaigns, so the source data needs to be updated, well, you guessed it, daily. And if the source data changes, of course, our integrations and models need to be updated too. But keeping this pipeline running smoothly can be a hassle, especially if you have to manually schedule tons of updates and then be on time for meetings. And this is why we are here to orchestrate. So here we go. We jump into our tool and we can see that we have already set up an orchestration for Google Ads a few days ago. But today we would like to orchestrate the entire data pipeline for our Google and Facebook ads. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new orchestration, and it's going to be the marketing report. So here we get to choose what we would like to orchestrate, and we can choose between manually creating our orchestration for individual models or integrations. But in this case, we will go nice and simple. Just choose the model that we've worked on previously and create the DAG in the canvas for this model. So here we can see the directed acyclic graph of our model. What this effectively means is that it shows us how the orchestration will run the operations under the hood. Each of these will have a job running, and if the jobs of each of the first parts here are successful, we will then actually run the one for the model. Now you're done with setting up the orchestration, and we'll save this by committing our changes to this orchestration. So now let's jump into the overview of this orchestration. Here you can see all the runs of your orchestration. A run basically means every time the pipeline you set up is updated altogether, so from beginning to end. You can either trigger a manual run now or schedule it using our easy-to-use UI. More technical users can also use the cron expression to set up a schedule that works for your specific use case. For our use case, we're looking for daily updates. So we would like to have an update every day at 4 o'clock. Here you can see that this is currently scheduled to run at 4 a.m. We will trigger a run now just to get an updated version of our data. After we've waited a couple of seconds for this run to complete, we can now see what the status of the run is,
who it was triggered by, and when we started it. From this point on, we can sit back, relax, and rely on the schedule that we've set for this orchestration.
So we've set up our first data orchestration with just a few clicks. Now you can forget about having outdated reports because your data will automatically be kept up to date, according to the schedule you've set up, of course. This process is made effortless thanks to the no-code layer Y42 offers. And as always, we take the heavy engineering burden from your shoulders and you just press a few buttons and forget about the rest. You can now focus on managing your entire data pipeline in a more streamlined way and transparently monitor your data workflows and how your data is being processed. And of course, if anything should go south, you will be informed about it immediately. As always, feel free to book a call with one of our data experts if you'd like to learn more about how to orchestrate your own data pipeline, or if you have any further questions about Y42 as a whole and how it could work for you specifically. And that's a wrap for Season 1 of the Product Deep Dive. We've explored together how to integrate data, model and visualize it, as well as export it to other tools. We also saw how the data lineage function works and just now learned how to orchestrate your data with Y42. If this is your first Product Deep Dive, then I can highly recommend checking out the previous videos that we've done. And if you've watched every video already, then don't worry, these demos were just the beginning. We will be following up with Season 2 in the near future and create videos on dedicated use cases so that you can get an even deeper understanding of how to work with Y42. Thanks a lot for engaging with this series and also for all the feedback that we got. But for now, thanks for watching this episode and until next time.